Okay, welcome to the Supercar Spin News Show, where we trawl through all of the press releases for the month and find basically anything that's interesting so you don't have to. When we say interesting, that means anything to do with supercars, luxury cars, or anything labelled as a sports car, really. So we won't be talking about prices or VW Polo diesels or any of that shram. No, you won't find it on this show.
Okay, first up we have
the Porsche 918 SPYDER, which has been confirmed for limited production.
Great news.
Yep, that means 1,000 people have said to Porsche, we will put our money forwards for this car.
Excellent. Now, the car is, what's it powered by?
Powered by a V8, 373 kilowatts, and it uses two twin axle motors. Electric motors with the V8 sitting in the middle, so it's basically a hybrid. It's electric and it's
That's amazing.
It's a petrol.
And performance-wise?
Well, hang on a minute. What's amazing is the price, €500,000. It's
but it's not much more than the Carrera GT, so it's relatively cheap for
Carrera
the
GT was $453,000, so it is more expensive.
Yep.
But not by much. Performance 3.2 seconds to 100, so seriously quick. 320 kilometers an hour at top speed.
Amazing. Hopefully it makes its way down under.
Hot. It looks hot. Yeah, definitely.
I don't think it will.
Super hot. Much better looking than the ugly Panamera.
Okay, next is the Ferrari 458 Italia Challenge has been revealed, which is basically a track version of the 458 road car. What's interesting is that it uses the exact same unmodified 425 kilowatt V8. Also, the 458 dual clutch transmission is exactly the same except for different gear ratios, which basically produces high torque at lower revs.
Yep.
And also, performance-wise, ridiculous, 3.4 to 100. The other thing that they've kept the same is the... What else did they keep the same? No, that was it, I think.
And it has those centre-locking wheel nut jobbies like the Porsche has.
Yep.
Like the Porsche GT3, GT2. I believe some of them as an optional extra. You could have the central locking wheel nuts so that your local breakdown repairman cannot understand what to do when you have a breakdown. Next in the news is the Bentley Continental GT update, 2011 one. It's been spied.
The last of the current shape, essentially.
It's been spied by spy photographers. It looks like a giant expensive chessboard, basically.
On my shirt.
The updates are rear LED lights, headlights on the front as well.
That's what's covered up, so that's what can be assumed.
Yeah, that's what can be assumed.
Engine-wise, same or?
Looks like they're thinking that there's going to be a more powerful version of the W12 engine, up from 6 litres to 6.3 litres.
Okay.
And up from 368 kilowatts to 373 kilowatts.
So maybe potentially the new GT's engine.
Yeah.
Even if this is the last one. So
so if you want a seriously fast Bentley, worth waiting for that one. A BMW M5 production ends, unfortunately. Unfortunately because it was an amazing car.
Sold well.
Yeah, it was the most popular M5 ever made by BMW. Really good car. I think it looks like a good car. A lot of people aren't a fan of its looks, but I think it's great.
Well, the sales have dictated that it was an amazing car, so...
That's right. Most of them were sold in America, and the second most popular place was Great Britain and Ireland, followed thirdly by its home country of Germany.
Excellent. Next bit of news, some more BMW news. So in line with the M5, the M6 has also been retired. So basically the last of the current M6 has been debuted.
And it shares the same engine as the M5 that's going out of production that we just talked about. So that means that F1 inspired engine,
the V10,
the V10 is unfortunately no longer.
And mention of the next engine, which is the next bit of news as well, is the new what is it? It's the new 4.4 litre twin turbo V8.
Yeah,
which has been spied in.
Yeah, the new M5 has been spied with its pants down, so its bonnet's been open, and we can see what's under its bonnet there.
So twin turbo, hey? Interesting route.
Yeah, twin turbo. It's got a new gearbox as well, I believe.
Yes.
8-speed dual clutch transmission.
Amazing.
8-speed. So
it'd be hard to keep up with the gear changes.
Yeah, clicking through those gears, definitely.
Some Italian news is Maserati has actually announced plans for a new entry-level sporting sedan, so to sort of compete against the 5 Series and the E-Class. And they've also mentioned the last of the Quattroporte which is going to be replaced at the end of 2011.
New models meant to be selling for about 55,000 euros, or that's 80,000. Yeah, the entry level one, or 80,000 Australian dollars converted over. But we know it won't sell for that cheap in this country, not after all our stupid taxes. Unfortunately. Lotus have said that they can announce something extremely exciting at the Paris Auto Show. So the turnip farmers from England, as Jeremy Clarkson calls them, have said that the Esprit could be unveiled at the Paris Auto Show, which is coming up in a few weeks. We say just get on with it, Lotus, and release the Esprit. Yes, we don't. It might be coming out because we have spotted that red and white Exige, the Spy Fellows last month. We had a V6 potentially in the back of a Lotus Exige.
Or a V8 Esprit, who knows? It's quite heavily flared, so it's potentially not even an Exige or an Elise chassis underneath.
So they could have been testing the Esprit with an Exige body on top.
Yes.
Hopefully that means they're making good progress.
So Mercedes news.
Mega news month for Mercedes.
Yeah, a lot of news for Mercedes. They've SPIED tested the 2011 SLK, given away by the 4 exhaust. They've also released information on, or it's been spotted, sorry, of the C Coupe and AMG version, which I believe is the first of that variation, probably to compete against the BMW M3 Coupe.
You missed out on the SLK AMG. They're actually been driving a bit drunk, as you can see. They've been mounting the curb, so a bit too excited, and decided to cut the corners there.
Possibly escaping paparazzi.
Yep, cutting corners on a German roundabout.
Very good. So now also Mercedes have unveiled the S63 AMG, so it's the last of the S-Class AMG. It's actually got the new 5.5 litre twin-turbo V8 engine. It's interesting that Mercedes are going the same route as BMW in twin-turbo in the new version of
their engines to lower their emissions. Yep.
And they're still upping the power at the same time. Amazing. Next bit of news is...
The last bit of Mercedes news, the CL63 AMG and the CL65 AMG have been revealed. CL63 AMG, massively powerful engine, 0 to 100 sprint in 4.4 seconds, electrically limited to 250 kilometers an hour. It's going to be having 400 kilowatts and 800 newton meters of torque. Now, if that wasn't enough for you, you have the CL65, the range topper, which is a twin turbo V12 6 litre. It's going to be an amazing 4.2 seconds to 100.
How much torque?
1,000 newton meters.
A lot of torque.
4 digits of torque.
Amazing.
More than any person needs, basically. That's going to be having trouble putting its power to the road, maybe.
Not in the straight line, will be fine, but yeah.
Yeah, it won't go around corners too well, maybe. No. We'll see.
Some Ferrari news. The GTO, basically, they've revealed some new photos of it. So not much news, but still exciting nevertheless, because
it's good enough. Gorgeous. They released new photos of the 599 GTO. We're happy.
Amazing.
It is the best sounding car ever. There's a was it auto car review on the internet. Have watch that video and listen to it. It sounds amazing.
Some pretty exciting Lamborghini news, I think.
The Estoque, no one knows how to pronounce it, but could be heading for production. Has been announced by Lamborghini. It's basically a V10 up the front, but it's a 4-door. It's a 4-door
V10 Lamborghini.
Exactly. So goes up against the Aston Martin Rapide and the hideously but ugly Porsche Panamera.
Yes.
I hope it goes into production.
It looks amazing. I love it.
It looks cool.
And what I love is find interesting is they're talking about a 7-speed twin clutch gearbox, which is a new one for Lamborghini. That's a step up from the e-gear. From the e-gear, absolutely.
And finally, save the best till last, the beautiful Zonda double H or HH double H, however you want to say it. It's beautiful.
So it's a special one-off, basically, for a wealthy customer.
Wealthy American. Yep.
So Horatio is building it just for this customer to his specifications, basically, which is a mixture of the Zonda F and the Jinke.
Could be one of the final ever Zondas released. The Zonda's been going for 11 years now.
Amazing.
And this could be one of the final ones. It looks amazing, blue and black carbon fibre. So that's the month's news. We'll see you next month.
Thank you.